on the go. BB Mobile Apps also makes apps for bloggers, actors, and producers. The process only takes about 20 minutes. Just go to bbmobileapps.com and click Get Started Now. That's bbmobileapps.com and tell them the Doug Stewart Show sent you. Doug Stewart here to tell you about my man Smooth at smoothtickets.com. Smooth's got the tickets for everything that you need in the world of sports, concerts, or theater. I don't care what it is. I don't care where it's at in this great land of ours. My man Smooth at smoothtickets.com, he got them tickets. I'm telling you, boxing, baseball, NBA, NFL, country music concerts, hard rock, hip-hop, theater, Broadway, he's got them all. And if he don't have them, there ain't none. I'm telling you, smoothtickets.com. Once again, that's smoothtickets.com, or give him a call at 404-374-1150. Once again, that's 404-374-1150. You got to tell him, though, that I sent you. You got to tell him that Doug Stewart sent you. Once again, smoothtickets.com. That's smoothtickets.com. Yeah!
National Debt Relief is one of the country's largest and most reputable debt settlement companies, made up of energetic individuals who are passionate about helping thousands of Americans with debt relief. Most importantly, we're all about helping our customers through a tough financial time in their lives with education and individual customer service. We're dedicated to helping individuals and families rid their lives of burdensome debt. Specializing in debt settlement, and they've also negotiated settlements for thousands of creditor and collection accounts. Providing clients with both expertise and proven results, this means helping customers in time of hardship to get out of debt with the least possible cost. It can also mean conducting financial consultations, educating the customer, and recommending the appropriate solution. Core Services offer debt settlement as an alternative. I repeat, alternative to bankruptcy, credit counseling, and debt consolidation. National Debt Relief is your #1 advocate group to help you reestablish financial stability as quickly as possible. So give us a call at 844-828-4975. Again, that's 844-828-4975, and work it out.
I was born and raised down in Alabama on a farm way back up in the woods.
Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show.
Folks used to call me Patches. Papa used to tease me about it. Of course, deep down inside, he was hurt because he'd done all he could.
Yes, sir.
My papa was a great old man.
Uh-huh.
I can see him with a shovel in his hand.
Yes, sir.
Education he never had. He did wonders when the times got bad. The little money from the crops he raised.
Yes, sir.
Barely paid the bills we made. Oh, life had kicked him down to the ground. When he tried to get up, life would kick him back down one day.
Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. Tribute Tuesday to Great Clans Carter. Let that roll a little bit more.
I'm depending on your son to pull the family through. My son, it's all left up to you. 2 days later, Papa passed away, and I became a man that day. So I told Mama I was gonna quit school, but she said that was Daddy's strictest rule.
Yes, sir.
So every morning before I went to school,
No!
I fed the chickens and I chopped wood too.
No!
Sometimes I felt that I couldn't go on. I wanted to leave.
The Great Clans Carter. Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show, Tribute Tuesday. The number to the show is 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. Shouts out to everybody, man. I went back and read the chat yesterday, and everybody shared their experiences with sauce meat, and liver pudding, and rice pudding yesterday. Scrapple. Oh, my gosh. I can't even start to tell you about how much that tickled me Friday night. When I go to the tailgate, these ninjas got some darn liver pudding. I'm like, man, come on, take this picture. That's funny, man, but I had a great time at the crib this past weekend. What else did I do over the weekend, man? Pretty much that was it, man. Watched a lot of football, relaxed, ate a lot of turkey. is always a problem going home now for Thanksgiving for the holidays because I've really restricted a lot of the stuff that I used to eat growing up. So I don't eat pork no more, and I don't, I can't eat a lot of salt in my food. So my mom was always trying to oblige me and cook around me. And everybody mad at me because they can't have all of the salt-laden foods and whatnot, and they, ham is not on display like it normally is. And I still got high blood pressure after all of that. Yeah, man. 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedougsstewart.com. Quickly, the NFC East. Dallas Cowboys, 10-1. I mean, I think they've already solidified a spot in the playoffs. They're 10-1. The New York Giants followed them by 8-3. The Giants, don't look now, but the Giants have won 6 games in a freaking row. I'm a Giants hater if you didn't know. Giants are at 8-3 right now. The Washington Redskins are at 6-4. As good seemingly as Kirk Cousins has done and the Washington Redskins have done, they're 6-4. They're not going to make the playoffs probably. The way things stands right now, the New York Giants right now, man, are streaking. They'll probably get a wild card based on all the other divisions and teams in the NFC, which we will talk about here in a second. So Dallas is definitely in. They're going to win the division. And the New York Giants, man, have a good lock on a wild card. They get 2 wild cards in each conference. The Detroit Lions right now leading the NFC North. That's kind of still up for grabs. The Minnesota Vikings only 1 game behind. And the NFC South, don't look now, but the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are only 1 game behind the Atlanta freaking Falcons at 6-5. Falcons 7-4. Tampa Bay Buccaneers 6-5. It's possible that the Buccaneers or the Vikings or the Lions or the Green Bay Packers are going to get one of the second wild card spots. And in the NFC West, the Seattle Seahawks have a 3-game lead against the Arizona Cardinals right now. Seattle 7-3, the Cardinals 4-6. So there's probably not going to be a wild card to come out of that division. So basically you got Dallas, Detroit, or Minnesota is going to win one of those, win the division. Then you have Atlanta or Tampa, and possibly a wild card in both those divisions. And the Seattle Seahawks, pretty much how it's looking right now, man. How things have changed so quickly. Everybody and their mama was talking about Minnesota. I think there was already some talk about the Vikings going undefeated this year. Something crazy like that. It ain't going to happen. It clearly is not going to happen, man. Let me read some of your messages in the chat room on Spreaker.com. Brought to you by Firefan.com. In the next segment, man, I want to talk a little bit about Colin Kaepernick. I don't think a lot of people are paying attention, and I don't know whether that's on purpose or not. But Kaepernick has kind of turned things around. We'll get into it in the next segment of the show, but let me read some of your messages in the chat room. From, who we got? Brian Hill here. He says, I throw 2 balls pretty deep. That's not necessary, sir. That's just not necessary. I'm going to refrain from giving you a ball penis award right now, sir, because that was marginal. Last segment, we were talking about quarterbacks that threw good deep balls, pretty balls, and you made it all into some type of perversion. Come on, sir. You're better than that. You're better than that, man. From that Ninja T-Dub, don't leave Dez out of the equation. What are you talking about? Great receivers. From Big L, Grego, Casey, T-Dub, Tiffany, St. Real. He's just giving some shots out in the chat room on Spreaker.com. From T, the Playmaker Dub, time to go to Minnesota and put the work in, Dak and Zeke. That's right. That's the Thursday night game, man. The Dallas Cowboys. This is. I just talked about this in the last segment. But this Thursday night, man, you got the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Minnesota Vikings. The Vikings have been struggling. That's well chronicled, obviously. But, man, for a Thursday night game, okay, it's not too bad. I mean, I'm kind of looking forward to it. So you got the Dallas Cowboys on the road and Minnesota this Thursday night. That should be very interesting to say the least. We'll see if the Cowboys can go on the road in a hostile situation. Minnesota, they've historically had some of the best fans in the country. It's crazy. Minnesota has always had some of the best fans. I can attest that the Detroit Lions fans are really, really great. Going to many games at the Pontiac Silverdome, and their teams have been bad, at least since I've been born. But they got some great, great fans in the Midwest, so that's going to be a very interesting game Thursday night. Finally, a good one on Thursday night. From Grego X Squad, he says that Russell kid had a strong arm, but not a good deep ball. What Russell kid are you talking about? Oh, you're talking about Jamarcus Russell. Yeah, he had a big arm. I mean, the dude was about 6'5", 280 pounds. He had a real strong arm. A real sad case. Didn't do a damn thing in the NFL. From RC, Jeff George had a monster arm. His best years was in 1999 when he played with the Vikings. Now, that's another cat that had a real, real pretty ball. Jeff George had a cannon on his shoulders. Jeff George had a cannon on his shoulders, but he had air between his ears. From Chuchi, he says, Doug, your boy Jason Whitlock would say that Jeff George was the best. I really don't take into real, consideration anything that Jason Whitlock says. So that don't mean a hill of beans to me, Jack. From KC, Doug's about to give us his top 5 deep ball passes. I don't know. I need to think about that because there's been so many great quarterbacks. I may can do one, but I can't put together a list right now off the top of my head and not be mad at, myself later for forgetting somebody. So let me think about that, and I'll try to give you one of those tomorrow, my top 5 deep ball passes, man. I've given you a couple already that I know in it. And it's not really necessarily deep balls. I guess it's most accurate. Like the most accurate quarterbacks that I can remember, and deep balls, and kind of like a combination. From Kicking It with Kesey, X Squad, he says Jeff George had a good one too. Yeah, a lot of talk about Jeff George. From Clay Raoul's big brother Davis Tiffany, there's air on Sunday night. The last episode was this past Sunday. Don't know what they're talking about. From Team Broadcasting, Superhead throws. Oh my God. Balls, throw, Corinne Steffens. Yeah, bruh. Yeah. You know what, man? And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. Increasingly, it's become a battle to keep my chat room classy. I mean, it's a job in itself to monitor the chat room on Woman Wednesday already. Speaking of which, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, I saw Tiffany Sports and Heels and Mocha Bella trying to organize some type of boycott for Woman Wednesday tomorrow. As they put it, hashtag Woman Wednesday ain't ish. Let me just say this one time. Woman, make sure y'all have y'all asses in Woman Wednesday tomorrow. All right? Forget about all of that. Boycott Woman Wednesday. That's crazy talk. I want to make sure that you understand y'all need to have y'all asses in Woman Wednesday tomorrow. And that's it. Back in 3 minutes, damn it. I'm tired of this. What is ID like? Well, over the last 18 years, a group of scientists and doctors have been working on the development of a one-of-a-kind nutritional supplement program that takes all the guesswork out of what you need and delivers your truly personalized pharmaceutical-grade nutrition with your name on it directly to your door. Through the integration of thousands of medical and scientific studies, answers you provide to the free assessment, and more than 5,470 algorithms that process the data, ID Nutrition recommends what you need, leaves out what you don't, and blocks things known to the system to have possible adverse effects based on the answers you provide. The result is a program that is revolutionizing the health and wellness industry. Welcome to ID Life.